The Grand Champs are pissing down the champ's throat. I cannot believe this.
Might have to cut that one out.
Yeah, maybe. And it's just right in front of the net bouncing. Surely the champs take the lead. All right, we're fucking live. We got the Grand Champs on the blue team, and we got the champions on the orange team. Crunk, I'm joined by Crunk, who is a fellow SSL, and he's going to be casting alongside with me. What do you think about this matchup, and who are the favorites?
I think it's certainly a blue team, the Grand Champs, also known as the All-Stars. We got the special team names for today. I mean, they're purely going to outclass the champs in this one.
Yeah, everyone seems to think that, but I think it's important to note that, first off, Wade's been playing out of his mind lately. Watch out for this demon right here on your screen. But the champs have a one-game advantage, and so technically right now it's a 1-0 lead for the orange team here. So I think that's pretty promising. If orange wins another game here, they're just automatically up 2-0, even though it's their first victory. And therefore, the mental for the Grand Champs could be absolute trash after this.
Yeah, we could very well see a full-on mental boom here if the champs do win a game. But I just think it's so unlikely because one demo and it's full mental boom for all of the champs. And that, I mean, that's just in their net.
Yeah, and you're absolutely right. They're probably pissed in the corner right now. I mean, Wade chows the ball here, doesn't make contact with it, but I mean that's just not his fault. Tonch just absolutely ass slaps it right into his own net. 1-0 for the Grand Champs.
Yeah, not a great start, not the one they're looking for, but it's a long series, and like you mentioned, they got a one-game lead. They could easily get right back into it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think probably the best player on the blue team for the audience, Ludovelli in the Dominus is an absolute monster, followed by Cam, I would say. You know, those two are probably interchangeable. And then we got Juke, who I actually just completely forgot about. Oh, my, it's just a 2-0 lead. Yeah, maybe this is getting out of hand too quick, Crunk.
We might need to start skipping the goal replays if they catch up, if they start going off here.
Yeah, maybe.
Some of the best experience. Ludovelli, maybe. Ludovelli and Cam might be the two best, but Juke, I mean, he is a 3-time SSL tournament winner in Season 10, so.
Yeah, Juke is very experienced in the SSL lobbies, and there he is, just absolutely firing a challenge at the champs. Let's take a look at who is in net here. It looks like this is Kobe turning around awkward and just not prepared for the incoming challenge. Has to flip into it at that point, but should just dive into the ball in that corner, I'd say.
You really should have been clear there. Maybe a bit of an uncomfortable read, but something we have come to expect Kobe to handle nowadays. Him and Wade have certainly been on the grind. We've seen the hours. Tonch is he's just a gamer. He just has it in the blood. The Maui monster. But overall, we expect these boys to be putting on a little bit of a better show than 3-0 in the first 2 minutes.
Yeah, and Orange Team's just looking really uncomfortable in their half. Every single time I skip to someone, the ball is over their head. They're in each other's corners. They don't trust each other. They're not doing anything good. Kobe maybe not having the best game here. Every time I've seen something just not too good happen. I mean, Tonch had the first own goal. Wade has got to be yelling at the troops right now.
As the IGL, he certainly should look to get his team.
And there he goes. Wade puts one up on the board. 4-1. Champions are on the board.
It's just a straight direct kickoff goal.
Beautiful shot.
We were getting on him yesterday for his poor shooting performance and hitting it like a little 6-year-old kid, but he spent some time in the striker packs, and I mean, he's just starting to tee him up now.
Yeah, Wade is a reformed man. Has absolutely improved overnight. A monumental amount. Kobe and Tonchi, I would love to see follow up in the footsteps of their IGL Wade here as Tonchi hits this across the field for another big clear.
Some really great casting. That was straight out of a James Bond cast, I think. Kobe with a little fake air dribble. Juke does seem to clean it up in front of the net, get it to the corner. And we just see Cam and Ludovelli taking very safe 50-50s there.
Yeah, it looks like Joe's actually going to take his time with this ball. I love everything about what just happened there. We need a shot, though, from whether it was Ludovelli or Cam. None of them were there to follow up. Love what I saw from Jukester. Just an absolute open ball. But, I mean, the GCs are cruising. They don't really need to commit to anything too crazy. They are up 4-1. There is a minute and a half left. But I cannot see this champion team coming back anytime soon.
Not in this game, but it is nice to see they're showing a little bit of life. You know, it was a very tough 2.5 minutes early. I think it was 4 goals during that time, and they're really starting to at least not get scored on every 10 seconds. So that's a good start.
Yeah, it is good that they're not getting scored on left and right now. I mean, they're kind of getting settled into it. Wade squeezes one in 4-2. This isn't over yet, Crunk.
A whole minute left. We did see the 1 kickoff goal, so that could be a sign that maybe the Grand Champs do have weak kickoffs, and that's something they could take advantage of.
Yeah, and I don't know. This is just going to be another goal, though. You got to feel for the champ team. I mean, they can easily crawl back into this game, but I don't think it's going to happen. However, they need to bounce back next game. Absolutely need to.
They certainly do. And, you know, we did both mention Ludovelli earlier, and he really is just stepping up. He does seem to be one of those players where if he's playing his game, he can certainly have a ton of impact. He's just quite a shooter, always can find an open spot in the net, keep it away from the keepers, and you know that's just kind of what he is. He's just a playmaker. He can put the ball away, and that's what you're looking for out of your Grand Champ teammates. And another one.
Yeah, another goal here. I mean, the defense, the minds of the champ team, it's just they're ready to go next. They might type it up in the chat, but unfortunately, I do not have admin privileges, and I'm watching these replays, so they must be hella tilted.
Yeah, certainly.
Orange team did have some offense, though. Just a couple seconds prior to that goal, I would like to point out that Tonch and Wade almost connected on the infield pass, I believe it was. So you like to see that they're still trying for the normal 3v3 plays.
And that could certainly be a possibility that maybe their comms are even stepping up now. You know, they might have been a little nervous to start, but they're settling in. There's no panic comms. Everybody's kind of they needed a little bit of a grace period. They have talked about how they always play terrible together in ranked, and I mean we've been in the Discord with them as it's happened. So, you know, if they can keep the vibes up, I think they have a chance to maybe get one game here.
Nope. And Tonchi with the with the message in the top left. I want to missile code you all. Wade, huge numbers. 457 bomb on the other team. Ludovelli, though, my goodness. I almost missed that. That's what you were talking about. Good Lord.
Yeah, he really did step up. 5 goals on 4 shots. He doesn't even need to put the ball on net in order to score.
Oh, and we're just in the game. My bad, everybody.
Yeah, they're starting early.
We actually got, I think, did they switch teams? No, they didn't. All right, so we still got blue. We need them to stay blue team, by the way. Very important.
Yeah. No, we will reset if they go full on us, if they flag.
Mods, get on it. Kobe up for a huge touch. Huge clear,
That's
Joe.
over Juke's head.
Yeah.
A little weird for Ludovelli, too.
So I like what I'm seeing already. Wade, keep this in. Juke kind of messing up the defense there. The rotation's looking a little weird. Tonchi crashing, and this is what you need to see. This is going to be almost a goal. Put it in. Oh, my God. Kobe scored it.
This is just pure pressure. They might have been watching some G2 gameplay.
Yeah.
The way they're really crashing the boards and just going for the ball. You know, it's nothing too special.
Unbelievable offense from the champions. I just, their comms must be on point right now. We're going to have a listen in.
People that have to win.
Yeah, you're right. Fuck that, man.
Exactly.
It's like, it doesn't fucking matter if we lose.
Oh wow, he got
Tonchi, yeah?
I got this one.
Out of the play.
Awkward.
That's just a crazy shot.
On me. It's unfortunate though.
Yeah. It'd be like that.
And there you have it. It didn't look like the comps were anything too crazy, but they were talking to each other just a bit. My fellow colleague joins me back in the booth. Crunk, how were the Grand Champions sounding in their comms, if any?
They were sounding pretty lax. There were not really any comms going off. In fact, I believe Juke said, "We are fucking off." So I don't think they're really taking the champs too seriously here.
Yeah, and I can almost say the same about the champs themselves. I joined them, and there's barely any talking going on. And in fact, at one point when they conceded a goal, one of the members' quote said, "That's just in my net." So that's when I knew I should have gotten out of there. And yeah, they're just now down 2-1, and possibly, oh my goodness,
Oh, and Kobe
champ-
almost puts it in himself. But to me, it sounds like the champ discussion was really just what my six man's rank B sounds like. And we've all been there before, where the
Yep.
vibes just aren't clicking. You're kind of getting in everybody's way, but I mean, they just really need to keep some hope because they've showed promise.
Yeah, and this is just like rank B. I mean, we just saw Juke tuck an easy shot for free. No defenders in net. No resistance whatsoever. And you really wish you saw somebody just sitting there to get the freest save of all time, but that just wasn't the case. So 3-1 ball game.
Ludovelli with another breakaway, and Cam, I mean, just tucking it in. And, you know, off cast, we were talking a little bit about what it would take for the champs to win this game. And you said we just can't let in the bad goals. And these right here, these are the bad goals they're just letting in. And I mean, that's got to be at least 3 of them this game.
Yeah, that's a great point. I mean, that was the key takeaways for this game was the champions cannot concede the bad goals, and just over and over again. It is 5-1 with 2 minutes 44 seconds remaining. The grand champs are pissing down the champs' throat. I cannot believe this. I thought this was going to be a close series, but I may be wrong. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, we really had high hopes, and after what I had seen from Wade in the private matches, I know it was never. They never see it in the ranked games or the ones that matter, but it is what it is. I mean, pressure's on.
No, and I think and you know, we see these performances of these 2 different ranks. It makes me really appreciate the difference in skill level. I thought it was non-existent, everything from, you know, Diamond to GC1, but boy, I mean, I'm absolutely wrong. Just look at this 6-1 score line. I mean, grand champs are absolutely playing with their food.
They really are, and just a nice little downfield pass from Ludovelli to Cam. If you want to call it a pass, it was in the net, but I mean, Cam's got to just get the stats up because you can't let Ludovelli drop 1,000 on the team, you know?
Yeah, and it's looking like another 4-digit game for him, which, you know, that can't look good if you're on the champ team. You're seeing one player just absolutely dominate the whole entire lobby. Wade hasn't been able to get a goal yet this game, I don't think. I don't know who the one goal for the champs was, but I'd like to see Wade step up, and he actually almost snipes that.
Check the scoreboard. It's pretty balanced for the champs. Kobe was the one with the goal, set up by the Tanchi. Wade's playing, well, I was going to say a little bit defensively, but none of them have a save. But he's got 2 shots, 3 shots on net now, if you want to even call that a shot. But
yeah, and you know, I was just on the Wade POV, and he's driving with 0 boost on the ball. And when you're playing 0 boost in this game, 0 boost Rocket League, that screams one thing towards me as a viewer: no trust whatsoever. But this is actually going to be a goal. How is this in the net? Let's take a look.
we might have even, if anybody played the old Rocket League, that we would see the long shot pop up.
Yeah. Oh yeah. How's a sniper? Yeah.
Yeah, sniper indeed.
Yeah, Tanchi with the goal across the world. Ludovelli kind of careless with the rock, but it's 6-2. I mean, they got some leeway. I mean, I don't think they're gonna lose this game by any means.
They certainly shouldn't. If they did, it would be a very monumental throw, and that certainly would not ever be lived down by anything they ever accomplish again in this video game.
Yeah. I mean, oh, we got Kobe in the sky here. All right. Pass to Wade. Doesn't quite get the shot on net, but Taunch with another shot a little bit wide. I like to see this every single time they have this type of pressure, this type of offense. They're looking good. They just got to be able to establish that consistency on the offense.
Certainly, and there just seems to be a gear that they kick into. The pace gets picked up, and they really just start pressuring the ball. All 3 people working in unison. We just don't really see it enough out of them.
Yeah, and I mean, mechanically, I do see a world of differences between both teams. I mean, 1 for 1, the GCs are better mechanically than the regular champs. I thought it would be a lot closer, but they're making every single save no matter how uncomfortable they are. They're shooting very powerful shots on net. I mean, look at them. They're freestyling, connecting
They're
in the
free
air.
jumping now.
Yeah, it's just there's a clear difference in gameplay right now.
It certainly is. In game 2, to the All-Stars, the GCs. Almost expected. Might have to cut that one out.
Yeah, maybe. All right, we got game 4, I believe, 2-1 in favor of the GCs. Remember, the one game from the champs wasn't actually a game. They were gifted a game at the beginning of the series as a handicap to make it a little bit more fair. So, yeah, game 4, we have it here. One thing I want to mention from the previous game is that the final stats had 9 shots for the champs. 9. And only, I think, 5 or 6 for the grand champs. So that just screams at me, we got to protect our net. And speaking of protect your net, Wade just snipes the wide open net.
We see a huge bump from the Tanchi here. Cam just getting completely blindsided, taken out of the play. Wide open for Wade. He just puts it home. Nothing much to it, really.
Yeah, that was nice. Tanchi just absolutely plows him out of the way, and Wade just says thank you very much on the red carpet. This is a very nice start for the champ level team, but Jukester for the double tap. Doesn't quite find it. Ludovelli will have to bring the ball back.
But we do see another thing that I've noticed in the champ gameplay is one of their weaknesses is clearly the backboard. They've been getting just pelted all day and slow rotations back, and Ludovelli just finds a free one here. We get a pretty greedy third man challenge out of Wade. Just right over his head. Kobe rotating with low boost, and it's just a free one for Ludovelli here.
Yeah, and, you know, from Wade's POV there, you got to feel for him because he's thinking attack. I got to be the first one to this ball, and this is going to be another goal for Juke. Let's see where the defense breaks down. Tanchi gets bumped. Kobe just, or IM Ebok with a horrible clear. Straight to the opposition, and that's got to be a little bit tilting, I think.
Probably. You know, it's certainly not how he expected to hit it. He certainly wanted to hit a little bit harder. We've all been there before where we're going to hit the ball and all of a sudden we just hit it with our purse, a wet napkin, a wet noodle, whatever you want to call it, and you just tee one up for the other team, but you just got to move on to the next one because so far they really haven't been looking terrible. A couple free goals for the other team, but they've been trying to pick up the pace.
I couldn't agree more about the pace. I mean, I just watched them hit the ball downfield. They're all playing like fast. They're getting touches on the ball when they need to. It's just maybe the quality of touches they're not quite getting down. And this game has also become very physical. The Tanchi with, I believe, 3 demos. Jukester getting one of his own. And we actually got another shot on net coming from the champions. I'd love to see what the final stat line was. 2
huge outplays from the Tanchi.
And that's just a goal.
There's one for Wade, and it's in their net. We got a tie ball game with 3 minutes left here.
Wow, what a beautiful pass from the Tanchi and a shot from Wade. I don't know who got that demo in the play. I missed it, but I mean that net was just wide open. This is a great game. I think we're gonna see a great game the whole entire match.
This is starting to look like my ranked games.
Oh, and a lot of space here from the Tanch.
Oh, he tried to take a shot. I think he wanted to sneak that one low left, but just could not get a piece of it. Wade looking for boost. He does grab the 100 there in the corner. That'll allow him to take off from the backboard. He was really flying for that one.
Beautiful touches from Wade. I mean, he keeps the ball relatively close to his car there. Beautiful challenge from Kobe, or IM Ebok, and oh my gosh, demos are flying out. They're playing with passion right now. Their coach must have gave them the craziest pep talk of all time. And Juke with a demo of his own, and another demo. This might be in their net, but what a save from Ebok. Holy shit.
Jukester said, I am tired of this shit. They are all going to die today.
And yeah, the Grand Champs finally score after so many demos. I mean, that almost was a goal by itself, but there's just no more defenders left in net for the wide open shot.
I mean, once you take out 2, the champs are all on low boost, spawning in with, I think it's 33, and, you know, running out of boost at lower ranks really can become an uncomfortable feeling. You don't really know how to Maintain your speed. Wade! He was practicing those earlier today. We saw them in the Discord stream. And, I mean, now he's just converting them.
It's just
He's putting in
paying
the
off.
work.
I mean, Juke is just a pigeon in net. Cam fires out the nice shot in the quick chat. It's just Wade doesn't have the greatest challenge. However, it turned his challenge, got his teammate the free ball. He clears it downfield to Wade, and it's just a beautiful counterattack from the champs. I can't believe how close this game is going to be.
It's seriously, I mean, it's turning out to be a great one. Maybe, certainly the best one we've seen so far. Just, I'm a little bit shocked. After the first 2 games, I thought, well, this is just going to be 6-1, 6-2, maybe even see a Brazil, but
Ooh.
nowadays the champs are really stepping up, and they're putting on for their rank.
Yeah, and the champions they're picking up the pace on offense. I can see that. However, their defense is just incredibly suspect. I can see them conceding a goal if they're not careful, and Tanchi is up so quick to cut that off, applying all the pressure on the offense to make sure nothing is for free.
They almost sneak another one in there. Wade getting a ball central. Kobe's waiting there already. I mean, their offense is really coming together now, it looks like.
Ebok with the big touch off the backboard. This is an open shot from Wade, but Wade skies it. Taunch with another shot on net. And it's just right in front of the net bouncing. Surely the champs take the lead 4-3. I cannot believe it. The passing is just absolutely magnificent, but the whiffs out of the Grand Champs is something to look at too, Crunk.
It certainly is. We might have some communication breakdown here. I'm not exactly sure what's happening, but, I mean, when I tuned in earlier, they were not taking it very serious. Minimal comms, to say the least. And, I mean, maybe it's just a mental boom at this point.
Oh, man. And all of a sudden, things are getting real serious now because this is a pivotal game 4, I believe, which the series could be tied 2-2 if the champs win here. And all of a sudden, that's a lot of pressure on the GCs, I'd say.
It really does get serious. At that point, you know, nerves start settling in. You only have 3 games left to secure the win. And I mean, especially if they go down at 3-2, if some chance next game we see another miraculous game out of the champs, this could be another one. And it's not because Kobe blasts one off the post, but I mean the offense is coming together, and that ball's down. The champs take game 4.
I'm at a loss for words. I mean, we just saw Tanchi play keep away the last 30 seconds of that game. Let's look at this final stat line. Wade firing 4 for 5. Only, 7 shots for the Grand Champs, and we got 10 plus shots for the champs. Just, wow. We got a ball game. Well, last game, we saw the champions win in the opposite of a dominant fashion. It was an absolute nail-biter of a game. Ended 4-3. And I don't know if the champs can replicate that performance. It's possible. But I think the Grand Champs are going to realize they got to step up their game, start taking it seriously. Otherwise, they're going to have issues down the road.
Agreed. And, I mean, that game really does give the champs a little bit of life. You know, they're probably thinking, we got this now. We took one. Why can't we just take another? You know, what's one more? But it's also important they keep that mentality, right? That Mamba mentality. The job's not finished. We really need to see them keep it up.
And that's a great look for Kobe. I mean, oh my, almost sniped. The offense from the champ team is looking better than the Grand Champ team. Not even dare I say it is. Could be a chance for the Grand Champs, but the demos are flying in from the defense. I absolutely love what I'm seeing. The cuts, the trust, everything is so much different than what we saw in games 2 and 3.
It certainly is. Every time the champs have the ball, they just seem to be surprising me. They're challenging for each other. The ball goes over one person's head. The next person's just ready and waiting to go, right? It's always a next man up. And we almost see Kobe snipe Taunch out of midair from the ceiling.
Yeah, I mean, they are absolutely feeling it. They're so confident. And this actually is skied high. Another follow-up shot. Juke with the demo, but the champs escape with their life once again. Cam with the nice shots in chat. He is not too happy about the Grand Champs performance right now as he goes for the double tap. Doesn't quite get it. Blocked by Tanj, and they're escaping with their lives.
Yeah, they're out right now. We see Wade counterattacking towards the net. A pass middle off the post from Kobe.
I just
They're
can't believe that wasn't a goal. It should have been
they're
a goal,
playing
but it
different.
was very unlucky. Wait a minute.
Yeah, that's just the physics of the game. I mean, how many times have we all seen that ball go in the net and it just apparently isn't in the net based on your ping, right?
Mm-hmm.
Huge touch out of Juke there.
Yeah, but look at that
Leave a little bit
defense.
of pressure.
Challenging for your teammates. Wade gets up for that ball, and although he makes zero contact with it, his teammate Kobe is behind. And this could be a shot from Tonch, very close. If he was there a little quicker, could have been a goal maybe. But, I mean, the champs are looking so functional right now.
They really are. They're all putting it together. That's a great turn out of Kobe here, keeping the pressure on. Maybe another 50.
Oh
It's just in the net.
I don't believe it. I don't believe what I'm seeing. The champs are leading in this series after going down 2-1 in this series off rip, and it's just a 50-50 goal. Absolute beauty from Kobe.
It really is. I mean, there was so much confidence from Cam, Ludovelli. They were talking a lot of smack yesterday in the Discord call. Apparently, they even 2v3'd him at some points during their career.
And the
there it
champs,
is, 2v3.
they will
Ludovelli and
finally
Cam.
concede a goal. Ludovelli with a beautiful pass off the backboard. Unfortunately, there was no touch coming off the backboard there. So it was very difficult for the champs to reestablish their defense after that. Just got to get that touch, and they'll be okay.
And hopefully we see them keep it together here. You know, one goal could throw off the mental, but they just got to remember, they've been keeping up. If they keep that in mind, certainly they'll be fine, and we could see another nail biter here.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, 1-1 ball game, and the clock's ticking. I mean, GCs are sweating. That's almost in the net. You can see the ball actually hits the right goalpost and flies out towards the center. Just a little more in.
And the way Tanchi had his car positioned on the goal line, it was close to hitting his car and going into his own net. He had to hit the brakes. Good thing he got them tuned just before the game. They were looking sharp.
Yeah, and a great 50 from Ludovelli. My goodness. I mean, a nice pass infield as well. A soft shot, but that soft shot might have been going in on game 1 because now in this game 5 we got here, we got people playing defense. So stuff like that just isn't going in for free anymore.
Seriously, they might have taken your advice and, you know, they're just not letting the freebies in. They are sitting in their net. They're being patient. A lot of open field here for Cam. Let's see if he can do anything with the ball in the corner. Let's Kobe hit. Justin will get the follow-up here. Maybe another 50.
Yeah, and
He's really...
everything's slowing down. I mean, there's just nothing really happening. Tonch does pass this mid, but Kobe does get beat. Cam doing a nice job cutting off the pass. Tonch with another demo, though. I want to see more demos from the champ team. Tonch was getting very active early on in the series.
Yeah, if they create the space, it certainly makes the game a lot easier for them, right? There's a lot of cars moving around. The speed can be a little bit of an issue, but if they can slow the GCs down, I think that's their best bet in order to win this game.
Yeah, for sure. But, I mean, it'll be tough. The champs just have such solid rotations right now. I think I actually have them as the favorites. The grand champs are looking a little suspect as this ball is just a little too sketchy of an infield pass. Kobe's going to have a very weird touch here, but it's a beautiful recovery on the second touch to clear to that corner.
I really do like what I'm seeing out of the champs here.
Yeah, I do too, and I think I have them favorited in this overtime. As long as nothing catastrophic happens, I think we're good.
I think so. There's going to be some pressure here. It's a little bit of an awkward ball. Juke bumping Tonch away from the shot. Kobe to the ceiling, bumped off the ball. Cam have a nice easy follow-up. Keeps it close. Wade missing the 50-50, but it does give his team a free ball here in the corner. On the breakout, Kobe demoed. Wade going up. They're really following each other's touches perfectly now.
Yeah, I mean, they're just an absolute machine right now. Everyone's challenging for each other. Everyone's playing defense. No one's boostless anymore. Wade with a shot on net, and it's not the worst thing. If it has a little more power, then maybe it messes up the defense a bit. But the idea is there. He is playing a great game.
Tonch falling from the ceiling here. Demoed from Cam. And We really are seeing some physical gameplay. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody's getting an executioner.
Hey, you think
It's
we've
been a
seen that
while.
many demos this game? 7 for one person? I don't know if we've seen quite that many, but I mean, there's a chance. I haven't been really paying attention too much, but Kobe with a huge clear. Maybe an awkward touch from Cam, but those mechs are showing off from the GCs. A clear does happen, though.
Oh, and that's a bit of an overcommit from Kobe. Wade will bail him out here. Takes it to his corner.
gosh.
Juke still applying pressure, but Tanchi, he's back in his net. They really are listening. You know, no free goals. They're rotating the net, making sure there's always somebody back.
Yeah, I mean, these rotations are beautiful. You see Wade completely bailing his teammates out, and then Tanchi bails him out. They're all bailing each other out. They're best friends on the pitch. You love to see this type of Rocket League where you can get away with
Exactly.
making mistakes.
Yeah, they really don't have to worry about, you know, missing the ball. They are allowed to kind of have a little bit of free time, you know, go for whatever they want because they know they will have somebody behind
Oh,
them.
no.
And as I say that, one
Oh, my
sneaks by
gosh.
Wade. Kobe gets a little bit of a concussion slamming into the post there, but his driver seems to be intact.
Ooh.
Car's still working, so we'll take that.
Oh. And then the Grand Champs are looking scared. Everyone minus Ludovelli, I think. And this could be an opportunity from the Champs. A shot is fired. Cam is awkward in net. It goes off the backboard. But Ludovelli does get the touch off the sidewall.
I can't deny there are certainly nerves here for the Grand Champs. They definitely look
Kobe's
nervous.
up.
Could be an open net. Tough one here.
Oh, no. Oh,
Tanchi's gonna have to
no.
hustle and he's just dead.
Oh,
Ludovelli
no.
strikes a dagger in the heart of the Champs.
Yeah, and that touch from Wade was very unfortunate as it ends in a 2-1 overtime in favor of the Grand Champs. I mean, obviously there's some caster bias here for the champions because we want to see the underdog succeed. But
We love a good underdog story.
yeah, for sure. But you hate to see it end that way after the champs played such a quality game.
Yeah, overall, just a great game from both teams.
Alrighty, we got Game 6 on Neo Tokyo. Grand Champs lead the series 3-2. Champs are actually putting on a hell of a fight. The last game ended in an overtime, 2-minute overtime, with the Champs scoring 1 goal and the Grand Champs scoring 2.
Off to a good start already, the Grand Champs. They've got a little bit of pressure. Ebok does seem to find a little bit of space here. Taunch with another follow-up 50, but Cam's just, I mean, he's just shutting him down. And that's Juke with a huge follow-up on the 50-50. It's just beautiful gameplay.
Yeah, we kind of got to find where the mistake happens here. Tanch gets the 50, and Juke just fires a shot on net. I mean, Wade in this goal and the overtime goal for last game, I have to point out, is sometimes getting a little too antsy as the last man back. Sometimes you have to be careful. If there's an upcoming threat, you can't just chow that and miss it because no one will be behind you in those situations.
Yep, I agree with that. There's just... We were saying there's always been somebody back. The rotations have been very clean from both teams. But when you are the last man back, sometimes you do need to just slow the other team down. You don't need to worry about stopping them right away. Just, you know, making them hit the brakes a little bit.
Right.
And
It's
almost...
just that fine line of whether you should go and not go.
Yeah, certainly. Ludovelli looking for a flip reset here, stuffed. But Wade with a follow-up here, and Juke did a lot of midfield play. A little bit of boom ball going on. Nobody really taking control with it. But that could just be the Game 6 nerves. Kobe slows it down. Finally get to see a little bit of control.
Yeah, great dribble from Kobe and gets the demo too. I expect some offensive play happening right here. Juke with the hit off the ceiling, and the follow touch from Tanchi is a miss, but it's a beautiful fake for Kobe. But the shot is just a little wide. Cam's going to take this up the wall with a 100 boost.
Finds Ludovelli in the middle. He tries to give it back to Cam, but it's cut off by the Tanchi, and Wade and Kobe a little bit of a double commit, but it does kind of create an awkward situation for Ludovelli. And a huge miss, but Wade backs him up, and no! He drops it into the middle for Ludovelli, he just tucks it home.
Yeah, very unfortunate. Everybody just, you know, we have the whiff from the Tanchi and then the miss hit from Wade. There's definitely some miscommunication and mistrust here. But we're going to have a listen in with the Grand Champs, see what they're up to.
Off the ceiling.
That's not Coach Growing.
That's not our coach. I'll play for it.
Yeah.
No, he didn't flick at all. He lost it.
Oh, wow.
That's off.
Zero and
Also off. I bumped last though. I'm kissing everybody, bro. Oh, I can't fucking double that, dude, if I was good. Just get a 50. Oh, dude, that doesn't pop. It sucks. Yep.
Oh, that was not the touch I wanted.
Play his. You go. Oh, no, I got. Oh, no. I'm so ass. Oh, man.
Oh,
I'm
sugar's
0.
gone.
That's a beat. Should have been there to score it. It's fine.
Yo, Kobe's going nuclear right now, bro.
And the Grand Champs are sounding, they're common enough. I mean, Ludovelli is talking a little, Juke's talking a little. The one calming the most is Cam. He is giving out some phenomenal comms for the series. But they seem comfortable. They got a grasp on what they need to do. They're talking like with purpose. They have better comps than the champs, I'd say, for sure. Although things could have changed from the last time I entered the champ call. And we got another goal here from Ludovelli. 3-0 for the Grand Champs. I don't see any more hope from the champs. I think the Cinderella story ends right here.
I agree with that. They got their one. You know, that's the least they can say. I know that demo has Taunch feeling some type of way. You know, after the listening, there's a little bit of tension from Tanji towards Juke with how physical his gameplay has been, but I mean that's what you got to do. Everybody's got their own style.
Yeah, and it happens in a physical game like this one. You really got to use your hands in the sport. Things are gonna get messy. There's gonna be emotions involved. It is what it is. You know, friends at the end of the day. Hopefully, we'll find out.
Yeah,
but
we'll see.
Yep.
There will certainly be some people getting muted. Their friendships will be broken tonight, but they'll be friends again in a day or two.
Yeah, one can only hope.
Justin finds a crossbar there, Juke a follow-up. And I mean, it's over at this point. Not much else to be said.
Yeah, I mean, the champs, they put on a great battle. I think they got nothing to be ashamed about, considering that the Grand Champs claimed the champs weren't going to win a single game. We're not even going to put up a goal, I think one of them even said. But
yeah, that's a crazy statement. But
I don't think they said that, but just try to juice up the story. But yeah, I mean, putting up a game and bringing them to OT one game is nothing to be ashamed about. You know, they could have easily tied this series, and you know, maybe after this game we'd be going Game 7. Who knows?
Yeah, it would have been great to see. As you said, the Cinderella story does come to an end here. Give them a good GG's in chat. It's all love. They're all good friends, but that's all we got for tonight.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.